Hello, welcome to Bryan Living and Learning. I'm Bruggman from the City of Bryan's Communications Department.
And I'm Sandy Farris with Bryan ISD. Well, school is underway and we'll show you the new Kemp Elementary as well as what happened on the first day of school.
And we'll introduce you to our new aquatic supervisor with the City of Bryan's Parks and Recreation, and we'll tell you about the Bryan Teen Court program. But before we get to those stories, there's an exciting new program that BTU just announced. On the same day when 100-plus degree temperatures led to a record for energy usage by BTU, the utility company announced plans to introduce diverse energy sources to Bryan customers. BTU entered into an agreement with a company called Photo Audio, which will construct a solar power plant in West Texas that will produce energy for BTU. It's the next step in BTU's plan to reduce their carbon footprint.
Over time, our goal is to have the lowest emissions that we can reasonably have so that our customers are assured that we have as green of a utility as we can have.
Now you may be wondering how energy produced in West Texas will find its way to Bryan. The reality is it won't actually make the trip through the transmission lines. The entire state of Texas is set up on an energy grid.
This solar facility, the fact that it's way out in West Texas, doesn't really mean anything to us because we have the right and the ability to put power in West Texas, take it out in Bryan, and without having to pay anything extra.
And there won't be a noticeable impact to Bryan residents. In fact, if a carbon tax is implemented as expected, BTU customers won't notice an increase at all because solar energy isn't taxed.
The impact to the customers from the solar plant is 1/10 of a cent a kilowatt hour. In a winter bill, that would be about 50 cents a month. In a summer bill, maybe $1.50 a month. If carbon tax legislation is approved, the total increase will really be nil.
BTU is also looking into other renewable energy sources.
We've been looking at wind generation for some period of time. The price has gotten to be good. The availability through transmission is excellent right now, and we intend to try and capture that in a contract in the next couple of months.
And when both wind and solar energies are online, the environment will benefit as well.
We're talking about offsetting approximately 16,000 vehicles annually off the roads.
The solar plant is expected to begin production in December 2012.
Well, Alan, it's good to see that BTU is looking into alternative energy sources.
Yeah, this story very easily could have been a Be Green and Bryan segment just because solar energy is so good for the environment.
Well, Bryan Collegiate students got a jump on the new school year with their annual Panther Camp.
Nearly 2 weeks before bells ring on the first day of school, 95 students new to Bryan Collegiate High School attended Panther Camp, a 2-day event that gives students an opportunity to begin networking with each other and building working relationships that will last for several years.
Well, our Panther Camp is for all of our new students for this upcoming school year. And we hope for them to just kind of get to know each other because it's a new school, they're coming from everywhere, so to kind of have some sort of unity before school starts. And they also learn about teamwork, about trusting each other, who to go to if they need help. And then tomorrow they'll also get their schedules, they'll get their books. We'll actually go on a tour of Blinn because they'll be on the Blinn campus here really soon. And so just so they can see what's going on and just get a feel for things since we do things a little bit different here. So they work together, learn who they can talk to, and just team building because they're going to be together all 4 years. It's mainly freshmen, but we have about 10 new sophomores each year, and so they're welcome to come as well because they're part of a new school. And so we do invite any new student to our school. We have this, a couple of weeks before school starts so they can come and get acclimated with everybody here. We'd say it's mandatory to come to Panther Camp because it is crucial to get the information. We understand some are finishing up summer vacation and whatnot, but when they get here, they're really into it, and it takes them a little while to get warmed up, but as we get going, they do really well. I mean, you really start seeing them work together and participate and have some fun.
Well, Sandy, that's going to be the very first graduating class for that school, right?
It is. Bryan Collegiate is an early college campus, so some of those students are going to graduate in the spring with as much as 60 college credit hours.
That's really great news. With the first day of school comes the start of the Bryan Teen Court program again for their fall session. So we recently visited with Teen Court Supervisor Rick Montero.
What Teen Court does is it allows the students to come up with the sentencing for the defendants that have been given Teen Court. So we need a big buy-in from students, from teachers, but we also need help from attorneys. So it's a multi-pronged community effort to get Teen Court moving. We started in 2008, and this year we're expanding to more schools than we've ever been at here in 2010. So really excited to get this program at more schools than ever, helping more kids out there kind of get around the law profession, judicial experience, stuff like that. It's a really, really good learning experience for the students here in Bryan.
In order to get the word out about the new Teen Court program, we recently shot a PSA with members of Bryan ISD.
I love to see that these students are stepping up and taking a role as leaders. Even though we teach government, the fact that these kids are doing it hands-on.
I've experienced Teen Court firsthand as a student and as an educator, and that's why I believe in it.
We need students, we need teachers, we need community leaders. We need you.
If you're interested in joining, please contact me via Facebook or Twitter, or call my office at 209-5415.
Kemp Elementary has a new home this fall, and some faculty members recently got a sneak peek the week before school started.
In 1961, Kemp High School was built on West 19th Street, named after a longtime Bryan ISD principal, E.A. Kemp. It was Kemp High School until 1971, when the Kemp Bears joined the SFA Broncos to become the Bryan High Vikings. Kemp served as a 6th grade campus for several years, and in 1989 became Kemp Elementary. There were classroom additions and renovations made in 1991, but after nearly 50 years of service, it was time to move up. In 2008, Bryan voters approved a school bond program that included funding for building a new Kemp Elementary School. In 2009, construction began. Then on August 12th, school board members formally accepted the new Kemp school building.
It's been moved and seconded to accept this building. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed say no. Passes unanimously.
Principal Kelly DeGear, several Kemp school staff members, architects, and construction personnel joined the school board and Bryan ISD administrators for the walkthrough. A few days later, the Kemp faculty arrived for a surprise tour of the new building. Even though construction was not complete, teachers were very enthusiastic about their new workplace.
When I first walked in, I just could not get over how beautiful this building is and how blessed we are to receive this new building and how much our kids are going to grow. I mean, they had that opportunity in our old building, but really this new belief, new attitude, new look that the Kemp staff and everybody is supporting, we're really going to make some changes here, and I'm so looking forward to that. So not only have we changed a new location, but we're going to change lives.
I'm speechless. This building, this new school is just amazing.
My initial thoughts when I walked in the building were just wow. I just felt just some energy for our students and for this community.
Just to see the building and to know that it's going to be home for us from now on, and just for a new start for the kids, for the community, for the teachers. It's just incredible. It's beautiful. Wonderful. I mean, we all went back and just everybody said that that was the best day of the summer and training, just to be able to come over and see it.
Most of the old Kemp campus has been demolished, except for the gym, which will remain as part of the new campus. One wing was also preserved and will be completely renovated to become part of the new Carver campus, expected to open next year. The Kemp mural, located on the front exterior wall, will become a historical monument.
Well, Sandy, on past episodes, I know you've mentioned Kemp along with Carver. What's the status of Carver?
Well, the building was designed in a really unique way. While Kemp is ready for its students this fall, the other half of the building, the Carver side, will be under construction throughout the school year, and it'll be ready in the fall when students are ready to move in.
Coming up next, we'll show you the highlights of some of the events that recently happened in the city of Bryan. On Saturday, August 22nd, kids were running wild at Bryan's Sue Haswell Park, enjoying their last weekend of summer before school started. The kids and their parents were gathered for the back-to-school party hosted by the Concerned Black Men of the Brazos Valley. That organization provided the entertainment out at the park and also passed out school supplies to the kids. And recently, the Water Services Department applied for an award that could get them $40,000 of testing equipment for their wastewater treatment plants. They teamed together with the Communications Department to create a video highlighting how the equipment could help them. Mark Jerica, Victor Harris, and James Carr star in the video, where they dream about what kind of results they'd have with the new equipment.
The first day of school is always an exciting time. This year, all Bryan ISD campuses held extra activities to encourage parent involvement in their child's education. The first day of school kicked off on August 23rd with more than 15,000 students returning to 23 campuses across the district. From the youngest in pre-K to the more experienced high school students, the first day is always an exciting but hectic day. This year's first day was highlighted by special activities on every campus. Parents were welcomed with informational activities, school tours, motivational presentations, and refreshments. Though most activities took place in the mornings, several campuses conducted tours throughout the day, while others invited parents to have lunch with their child. The first day of school celebration was created to highlight the importance of parent involvement in their child's education. Decades of research show that when parents are involved, students have high grades, test scores, and graduation rates, better school attendance, and increased motivation.
And it all starts with you believing in yourself. You have to have a positive attitude.
Well, and the first day is always hectic, but we do want to remind people the importance of being careful in those school zones as well.
Yeah, and I know members of our Bryan Police Department are actually patrolling those zones a little more carefully the first couple weeks of school, so be careful, don't hurt anyone, and also don't get a ticket. For our last story, we'll introduce you to the new aquatic supervisor from Bryan Parks and Recreation. With school back in session, the Bryan pools have turned to their fall hours, and that gives Parks and Rec staff a little time to recover from the craziness of summer. But there's still plenty going on during those fall hours. The Bryan Aquatic Center will remain open for much of the day for swimmers.
So they can come early morning, midday, it's about to start right now, and then later this evening for lap swimming. Then we also have a chance for swim lessons, start September 6th to the 13th is our fall lessons. And all three of our pools are still available for rentals. And that's any time outside of operational hours.
The exact fall hours for lap swimming are Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 7 a.m., 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m., and 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., and Saturdays and Sundays from 11:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. Recreation swimming is also available on the weekends at the Aquatic Center from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. Josh Robinson just completed his first summer as aquatic supervisor, starting just a few days before the summer pool hours went into effect, and he's enjoyed every minute of it.
It's been great. It's a great opportunity to meet a lot of different people. It's challenging, it's new, there's a lot of different types of personalities, so it's really fun to work with that. So yeah, we can get that to be a good team atmosphere, and also, we need a lot of people that we get to serve, so it's good.
For Robinson, getting into an aquatics career was a priority because he's been working around pools since he was 16.
I love the industry. It's a really great way to be a face-to-face with citizens, so it's fun to serve. I like customer service, so it's a really good opportunity to do that. And doing it so long after I graduated, I looked at a full-time job with it, so that was the next step.
If you're interested in meeting Josh and the rest of the Bryan Aquatic staff, head down to the Aquatic Center at 3100 Oak Ridge Drive behind the Bryan Super Walmart. Someone's there from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m., and that's the place to sign up for all the Bryan Parks and Rec programs. And as always, for more information, visit bryanparksandrecreation.com.
Well, that's all the time we have today. I'm Sandy Farris.
And I'm Bruggman. Thanks for watching.